My name is Rolf Sattler. I'm a laughter yoga leader and like to make people happy. Laugh and happy. Many people wonder how laughter can be related to yoga. But the literal meaning of yoga is union, union of body and mind, union with the universe. What prevents union? It's the thinking mind. Because when you start laughing, really laughing, you cannot think at the same time. So one could almost say laughing is a shortcut to Nirvana. When I was young, I was a very serious person, and I think I would have been shocked by laughter yoga sessions, and I would not have participated. But and academia certainly does not nourish laughter. It's usually very serious, and I would say too serious. But I discovered that through various people, and I just realized that there's too much seriousness can become a sickness, and well, because it creates tension, it creates antagonism, conflict, and war eventually. And so I think it's very important to go beyond seriousness. And one can do it in many different ways. One could do it also through dancing or singing. But laughter seems to be a very, very easy way for many people. Well, I usually give a very short introduction, and then we start with a few stretching exercises like rolling our shoulders or so on, very little of that. And then we start clapping, ho, ho, ha, 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 and to get our breathing, get deep breathing. And this is also the ho, ho, ha, 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 we repeat between the exercises. And then we go through laughter exercises. There's one laughter exercise called argument laughter. And in that exercise, when we argue laughingly, like because normally when we argue with each other, we get more and more serious, right? We breathe more and more shallowly, and then the argument and the controversy and the conflict becomes increasingly more bitter. And but if instead we would just laugh, you know, while arguing, it would transform the argument. Sometimes some people have difficulties getting into it or just find it too silly or too stupid, and in one case one person walked out in disgust and thought this was just totally ridiculous. But it also happened that sometimes people had difficulties getting into it at the beginning, and then at the end they couldn't stop anymore. So it is an experience, and it is something very different from what people are used to. I mean, people are not used to doing this sort of thing, so it's not surprising that there is sometimes some hesitancy or even a little bit of a hostility. And also in spirituality, laughter is not taken seriously in our society. Have you ever seen a laughing Christ? I've never seen one. Whereas there are laughing Buddhas like him, and this is perfectly all right for a Buddha to laugh, or it's even desirable. So, so that's a difference between cultures. I started laughing long ago when I was still a university professor, and during exam time students got very tense, and so I sometimes just laughed with them for 5 minutes, and they were very grateful to me for this. And it relaxed them, and also it created more of a connection because between student and professor. So it was very beneficial. When after retirement I moved to Kingston, I led at the Yoga and Relaxation Center sessions that I called laughter meditation. We laughed for half an hour continuously in a group, and then we lay down for half an hour in silence. That was beautiful, but for many people it's a bit difficult to laugh without any reason, just for half an hour. Although laughing is very contagious, but it was not always easy for people to do that. And so when laughter yoga was founded, which is a more structured approach to laughing sessions, I switched to that, and there was also demand for that. And for many people this is much easier.
Now let's do it with
When we laugh, we breathe deeply, and so our whole physiology and biochemistry changes. So it has profound effects on our physical body, on our emotions, on our whole being.
Let's take it from a different angle.
We can laugh about having no money, empty pockets, like this.
I don't want to say that laughter is a cure-all, but I think the potential of laughter is vastly underestimated. Because there is not only laughter yoga, there is also laughter therapy, humor therapy, laughter meditation, and of course just the ordinary laughter we have during a whole day. And this can make enormous differences in one's life and also in how one relates to other people and the world. So I think laughter, the importance of laughter is vastly underestimated, and it's unfortunate that adults laugh relatively little compared to children. And so laughter yoga is one means of creating more laughter. It may not be the best way for everybody, but certainly is a good way for many people. And for that reason, having more of that, more of laughter yoga, more of laughter therapy, more of other ways of laughing would just be very good for everybody in the whole world.